Yo, 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 what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? What up, what up, what up? We in here. We in here. Let me see what this is. Yes, sir. Let's get into this live. Let's get into this live. Make sure y'all tap in, check in. We about to get into this live real quick. React to this game. We may not work tomorrow because it's election day. So let me see if we can do as much as we can today. So make sure y'all check in. Let me know where y'all are coming in from. Somebody already pissed off. LeBron is the problem. I don't care what Glazers say. He should not be taking the second most shots on this team. He needs to fall the F back for the others to grow. He's been claiming to be pass first. Do that. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Let's give it like a minute. Make sure y'all check in. Let me know where y'all are coming in from. Let me send out these notifications real quick. And then we about to get into this live right now. Somebody said, wow, Phoenix in the building. Shout out to Phoenix. Okay. We got Phoenix in the building. Make sure y'all get the likes up. All right. Let me pull up the box score real quick on my phone before we get into it. Shout out to Atlanta in the building. Okay, just a second. Let me get the score. Lakers. Yeah, NBA.com was messing up all night, man. I couldn't even watch the game properly. They kept on messing up. Okay, so let's get into this story. Shout out to Canada. Let's give it like 30 more seconds. What else we got? Let me see what the Lakers did. Okay. All right, so let's get into this. Shout out to Milwaukee. Milwaukee has been looking bad last in the East right now. Yeah, Milwaukee not been looking too good right now. They've been looking really bad. Okay, so let's get into this game. All right, first of all, as y'all know, there won't be any NBA games tomorrow because it's election day. I'm sure some of you or a lot of y'all are excited about election day. Well, probably not. Depends on who you're rooting for. But I'm sure some of y'all are going to be voting tomorrow. So it's going to be a pretty busy day. There will be no game, so I'm not even sure if I'm not even sure if we're going to do shows tomorrow, but we're going to have to see. So anyway, let's get into this game. The Lakers, as you see in the title, they just lost their second out of 3 games. And as y'all know, the Lakers are currently on a road trip right now, right? They're on this 5-game road trip. I think the first team they played was the Toronto Raptors. Then they beat the Raptors. Then they lost to the Cavs. And then now they just played the Detroit Pistons. Now, coming into this game, Detroit actually had, I think Detroit at that point was undefeated. If I look at the NBA standings, I think Detroit had not won a single game this season. Let me check it. Let me look at the standings. Yeah, Detroit, okay, they had only won 1 game, I think, coming into this game, right? So they were not a good team. And the Lakers played 2 bad teams in Detroit, who they just lost to, and they played another bad team, even though it's early, but still nevertheless a sub 500 team in the Toronto Raptors. So they won that game against a bad team, and they just beat Detroit. So the Lakers should have definitely won this game. There's no excuses for it. Like, they had all the all-star talent on the court. They had LeBron, who some of y'all say is the best player on the Lakers. They have Anthony Davis, who's another all-star, who's playing like the MVP this year. They have JJ Redick, who knows it all, Mr. JJ Redick. And I'm looking at the Lakers right now. Let me see what the Lakers record is right now, because coming into this season, as a matter of fact, let me see. Hold on. What is the Lakers record right now? Let me see if this is updated. The Lakers right now should be, hold on, let me see. The Lakers got to be, hold on, let me see. It's not working. Okay. So the Lakers are 4-3 right now. They are 4-3 as we're sitting here talking. And I got to say something. I've been noticing a lot of people in media. I got a lot that I want to talk about in this live. I've been noticing that a lot of people in media have been twerking it up heavy. Something crazy for JJ Redick. I got to say it. Just the other day, I looked on Gil's Arena. I looked on Gil's Arena, and these dudes had a thumbnail. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can find it. Gil's Arena. Let me see the thumbnail that these dudes had on their channel. Just like 2 days ago, they had a JJ Redick thumbnail. What did they put? How JJ Redick, look at the video right here. This is the video right here. How JJ Redick is already proving he's a Hall of Fame coach. How JJ Redick, shout out to Atlanta. How JJ Redick is proven he's a Hall of Fame coach? How did JJ Redick prove he's a Hall of Fame coach in 6 games? Look at the title. This is the title right here. I don't want to touch the screen, but that's the title. Look at it. How JJ Redick is already proven he's a Hall of Fame coach. This is supposed to be from a basketball channel with basketball players. And they was calling this dude a Hall of Fame coach after 6 games. After 6 games. I'm trying to figure out what are they seeing. So I know a lot of people, apart from people in independent media, have been taking it very easy on JJ Redick. And if JJ Redick is already proven he a Hall of Fame coach, then Darvin Ham must be Red Auerbach. He must be Phil Jackson or Greg Popovich. Because if this dude is already proven to you that he's a Hall of Fame coach, then that dude already must be Phil Jackson. That's the first thing. Let's get into this game and let's look at the box score. Okay, let's look at the box score of this game. I'm looking at the Lakers right now. As you guys know, the Lakers have been having a crazy free throw advantage over their opponents. After this game, let me see how many free throws the Lakers attempted in this game. Let me see. Bucks are 1-6. Doc Rivers is basketball operator. Yo, shout out to Mark Law. We're going to be talking about Doc Rivers in a little bit. Appreciate the super chat. We're going to be talking about that a little bit later in this live. We also going to talk about Stephen A. Smith going back at KD. So the Lakers attempted 27 free throw attempts, and the Detroit Pistons attempted 22. So I think for every single game the Lakers have played this season, they've attempted more free throws than all of the teams that they played this season. The Lakers have attempted more free throws than their opponents in every single contest they played. So given the fact that the Lakers already have a free throw advantage, what the hell do they do in this game? Well, let's look at Rui Hachimura. And Rui Hachimura been playing well. He didn't have such a great game. He had 8 points. LeBron James had 20 points. He shot 44%. LeBron's field goal shooting percentage has been off this year, and I think JJ Redick got a little bit to do with that, with him focusing more on AD. AD finished the game with 37 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. He attempted 23 shots. He made 56% of them. He attempted 14 free throws, and somehow the Lakers still lost by 12 points. Austin Reeves had 17. D'Angelo Russell had 11. Where the Lakers really got hurt was the bench. Lakers only had 5 points off the bench. Only 5 points off the bench. And here's something else that's crazy. In a game that the Lakers were supposed to win, if this matters to anybody, LeBron played 40 minutes in that game. 40 minutes. Anthony Davis played 39. And you saw at the end of the game, he was already looking like he was hurt. Somebody just brought up Dalton Connect. He came off the bench. He hit a 3 and he hit a quick 2. Maybe he needs to get more minutes. So the Lakers got no productivity off the bench. None whatsoever. And as I was watching that game, you could see that JJ Redick was genuinely frustrated. We're going to talk about the Bucks a little bit later. Don't worry about that. If y'all want to hear about the Bucks, y'all want to hear me say what give my thoughts on what Stephen A. Smith had to say about what's his name? Kevin Durant. Stick around for that. We got some time. We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to get to that. So the Lakers did not have a balanced offense. Apart from their starters, the bench did nothing. So I don't know if they need to go out there and get more talent to come off the bench, but they didn't get enough of a scoring punch off the bench. And I also think that the Lakers have a problem with their starting lineup. I think one of the problems the Lakers have is that I think they might have too much offense in their starting lineup, if that makes any sense. I think their starting lineup needs a little bit more balance. Here's what I mean. If you look at Rui Hachimura over the last few games has showed that he could play. Okay. You have Austin Reeves, who's also shown flashes. I think he had a game where he scored 26. The other game he scored 20. You have D'Angelo Russell, who's kind of on and off. And then you have LeBron. I think the Lakers will most likely make a move at the trade deadline. And I think that if they're going to make a move, it's either going to be something related to their depth, or they're going to try to get another player at that point guard spot. Because for as offensively talented as D'Angelo Russell is, he plays no defense. He plays no defense. And as I'm looking at the Lakers right now, I also want Lakers not only ones, Giannis and Bucks suffer. Now we're going to talk about the Bucks in a minute. Don't worry about that. But I'm looking at Rui Hachimura, and I'm looking at Austin Reeves, and I'm looking at what's happening with the Philadelphia 76ers. They actually allowed Tyrese Maxey to actually develop into now a max player. The question is, looking at this Lakers starting five, is there a player that if they gave enough reps and enough shots and enough minutes, could he also develop into an all-star caliber talent? And the only two other players we're looking at on this roster, as far as the starting lineup, is Rui Hachimura and Austin Reeves. Those are the only two guys. Rui Hachimura looks like a player. He looks like a player. Dalton Knecht also looks like a player. So to me, the Lakers look like they have some young players, and I don't want to make it seem like I'm going at LeBron James. I don't want to make it seem like that. I made a comment about this the other day. LeBron has been playing for 45,000 years in the NBA. 45,000 years. LeBron came into the NBA in 1906. Son is still playing. It's time for him to go. It's time to hang it up. Let some of these younger players develop. Let's see who these Lakers have going into the future. We've seen LeBron. We done seen LeBron's insides. We've seen his ass. We already seen LeBron. I'm not saying this to be funny. Son, guys, he has to. It's all like you've been playing for 25,000 years now. LeBron has been playing for a hot minute. Let some of these young players come up and let's see what they can do. Let's see if the Lakers have any diamond in the rough the way the Philadelphia 76ers discovered with Tyrese Maxey. Son is old. LeBron is probably voted in 25 elections now. How old is LeBron? LeBron is about to vote in his 45th election. He was around when George Washington was around. It's crazy. Son needs to just retire. You're a billionaire. Go buy your team and ride off into the sunset. Somebody said, relax, my guy, relax. He getting tight. It's okay, son. Don't take it out on him. Lakers are not only keeping LeBron to sell tickets at this point. They got Bronny James. He'll sell tickets. Laker fans they be cheering on him. It seems like some NBA fans be cheering that dude on. They'll sell tickets with him. They're going to sell tickets with him. So to me, man, the Lakers shouldn't have lost this game. Do I think that the Lakers are in trouble? No. If I'm looking at their schedule right now, who do they have playing? And I got to say, the NBA gave the Lakers a great start to the season. They played some pretty tough teams in the Minnesota Timberwolves, and they played the Phoenix Suns. But apart from that, they've been having pretty much a cakewalk. Let's see who they got coming up next. So they got the Memphis Grizzlies with John Morant and those dudes. The Memphis Grizzlies, I think they just won their game that they're playing tonight. Let me see if the Memphis Grizzlies, they've been pretty hot right now. Let me see what the Memphis Grizzlies are doing. They're actually playing against, who are they playing tonight? Okay, they're playing against the Brooklyn Nets. They're down 2. The Memphis Grizzlies have been playing well. John Morant looks like he's back to his old self. So they're going to be playing the Grizzlies, who's a pretty tough team. They're going to be playing the Sixers, who look like they're about to get Paul George back. Then they're going to play the Raptors again. Then they're going to play the Grizzlies again. Damn, the NBA, yo, you got to give it to the NBA. It's like they know how to give the Lakers the soft-ass schedule. So they're going to be playing the Sixers, the Raptors, the Grizzlies, the Spurs, the Pelicans, the Jazz, who I think haven't won a single game, and they got the Magic. So the Lakers should win out of the next, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games. The Lakers should win at least 6 out of those games. They should win 6 out of the 8 games that they got coming up. And I think that if the Lakers underperform throughout that stretch, let's say they go 500, I don't think anybody in the media is going to sound alarm. I don't think anybody's going to blame JJ Redick. It's almost as if they've come to the conclusion that JJ Redick, we're just going to give him a grace period. Why the media is giving JJ Redick this grace period, I don't know. Because they certainly did not give that to Darvin Ham. They certainly did not. So I don't know what the hell they feel like they need to be giving JJ Redick a break for. I don't know why. I don't know why JJ Redick got to be the one that escapes all of the criticism. Because to me, it looks like nobody on TV is going to do it. When you have people already saying that he looks like a Hall of Fame coach, let me show it to y'all. For those of y'all just came into the live, this is from Gil's Arena. They posted this 1 day ago. Look what they posted. How JJ Redick is already proving he's a Hall of Fame coach. This was after a 24-point loss, and in that 24-point loss, they can see a Hall of Fame coach in that. They see a Hall of Fame coach in this. That's what they were saying on Gil's Arena. I don't know what they see in JJ Redick, but that's what they see. Now, I see a lot of y'all been asking me about the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going to talk about them. We're going to come back to the Lakers. So let's talk about the Bucks. Hey, guys, let's try to get these likes up to 150 likes while y'all in here. Let's get into the Bucks. Yo, the Bucks, man. Let me see. What are the Bucks record this season right now? The Bucks are in a lot of trouble. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a lot of trouble. I think it's showing here on NBA standard that they're 1-6. Are the Bucks 1-6 or they're 1-6? I want to give you guys some context. The only team in the NBA with a worse record than the Milwaukee Bucks is the winless Utah Jazz. The winless Utah Jazz, who are 0-6 on the season. They're the only team that is worse than the Milwaukee Bucks, who sit at 1-6. What we are witnessing with the Milwaukee Bucks is unprecedented. And I think that the Milwaukee Bucks need to be getting more attention for what is going on with that team. For them to be 1-6 with 2 top 75 players on their roster. 2. One of them is a 2-time regular season MVP, a finals MVP, a defensive player of the year, a multiple all-first defensive player, and a multiple all-star Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then you pair that with Damian Lillard. And then you pair that with Doc Rivers. The Milwaukee Bucks are the embarrassment of the NBA. There ain't no other way to say it. The Milwaukee Bucks are the worst team in bat. Do you know why I'm saying they're the worst? because no other team with that talent level is performing the way that they are. They are the biggest disappointment in the NBA. It ain't even close. I don't even think Giannis played tonight. Let's talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo. Let's get these likes up because some people feel like, oh, well, he's not gonna go hard on Giannis because Giannis, he's from Nigeria, so he's not gonna go hard on Giannis. You should see me at the traffic at the traffic light, or see me in traffic, arguing and fighting with people in traffic. It ain't got nothing to do with about Giannis being no damn Nigerian. I just didn't have the time to get to his ass. But now we about to get on Giannis Antetokounmpo for a minute. Y'all need to put in y'all seatbelts for this one. Dame doesn't like Milwaukee. He said last season. Giannis doesn't like Doc Rivers, but he and it exactly. He said Giannis doesn't like Doc Rivers, but he and the team celebrate exactly. So whether or not he likes Doc Rivers is irrelevant. Because when they had Adrian Griffin and they actually had a winning record, you had people in the media talking about, man, Adrian Griffin looked like he may be in trouble. You had people talking about Adrian Griffin is losing the locker. He was losing the locker room while they had a winning record. He was losing the locker room with a winning record. And they got that dude fired, and Giannis was a part of it. You better believe it. And after he got fired, they were actually dancing in the middle of the court the next home game, celebrating the fact that Adrian Griffin got fired. I don't want to get detracted from that. Let's talk about Giannis for a second. The year Giannis won that championship, all of us, I think, were in awe of Giannis Antetokounmpo. All of us loved his humility. All of us loved the run that he went on. All of us were in awe of that 50 piece he had in the NBA Finals, where I think he made 14 out of 16 free throws, or 15 out of 17 free throws in that closeout game when we all know that Giannis doesn't make. It was just crazy. A 50 ball to win the championship. We were all giving Giannis his props. But I gotta say, Giannis is an extreme disappointment when it comes from a leadership standpoint. We want to talk about Kevin Durant's leader. No, we need to talk about Giannis's leadership. Giannis says things. Giannis talks like as if he's like the sixth man on a team. Giannis be talking like as if he's a role player. He kind of has this like laissez-faire, nonchalant attitude, like, oh, well, things will be all right. He over there cracking dad jokes. Damian Lillard comes into the team. He's like, man, I'm just going to follow his lead. And I'm like, yo, Giannis, you're the best player for this. You're the face of the franchise. What's up with this deferring mentality? Even when they had issues with Mike Budenholzer, during the playoffs, when Mike Budenholzer refused to stop switching and coming up on showing high up on those switches, and then getting the center just getting toasted and all, he was like, well, I'm just going to do whatever the coach say. No resistance, no nothing. Giannis is out there putting up great numbers and nothing is changing. Nothing. You don't see Giannis getting in anybody's face. You don't see him going off. He even started off the season talking about, man, if we don't win a championship this year, I might get traded. Who says that? Normally, a person will say, if we don't win a championship, I want out of here. Or if things don't change, like, I'm going to have to roll up out of here. It almost seemed like as if Giannis had already conceded the fact that the season was over. Giannis came into the season with this defeated mindset. Like he already knew that this season wasn't going to be any good. So Giannis has been disappointing because Giannis is too good for his team to be 1-6 to start the season. He's a major disappointment. Let's talk about Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard is getting exposed right now. Damian Lillard is getting exposed. exposed right now. Because when Dame was in Portland, the story was, oh, Dame, I'm in a small market. I don't get any attention in this market. Dame is a great player. He's playing in a tough conference. He doesn't have the great players. And all we need is for Dame to get with a great player. And then we're going to see just how great Damian Lillard is. Well, Dame got a chance to play with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And look at the results. Look at the results. Dame is horrendous, especially on defense. Especially on defense. And the Milwaukee Bucks look like a confused franchise. They look totally confused. They fire Mike Budenholzer. Fine. All of us didn't like Mike Budenholzer. Fine. They fired him. They replaced him with Adrian Griffin, who had the team playing pretty well. Then out of nowhere, they decide to fire him because somehow he lost the locker room and the players didn't like him. Then you fire him and replace him with a dude that has failed at the last 2 or 3 organizations he has been at in Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers has been a failure at the last 2 organizations he has been. It's not even up for discussion. No one has blown more 3-1 leads than Doc Rivers. And somehow, some way, he still finds a way to get these. I don't even know how Doc Rivers even gets hired as a coach. When Doc Rivers got that job, all of us were laughing because we were like, this is ridiculous. And then put the icing on the cake, they trade away Drew Holiday. They trade away Drew Holiday. And I think now Drew Holiday has what? Two NBA championships? Drew Holiday has the ring with the Bucks, and I think he has the ring with the Celtics. The dude who was the defensive stopper, they trade him away because he had a bad series against Jimmy Butler in the Miami Heat. They trade him away, and they're like, we're just gonna get straight offense. And now they are horrendous. So the Milwaukee Bucks are the biggest disaster of the NBA season so far. Appreciate that, Granny. Appreciate the super chat. They are the biggest disaster this NBA season. No excuses for what's going on in Milwaukee. No excuses. Let's get to Stephen A. Smith, and then we're going to get back to the Lakers. We're going to close it out in the next few minutes. Let's talk about Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith. That damn Stephen A. Smith. What did I tell y'all just yesterday? What did I tell y'all? Just yesterday, what did I say? When I did the live, I said Stephen A. Smith is going to hear what KD said. He's going to either post something on Twitter or go on TV and take a shot or prep his audience for a show that he's going to do. Stephen A. Smith said, nobody can talk about Kevin Durant, nothing like this, but I'm going to reserve my thoughts for the show. He starts off this segment on his show talking about, I'm not going to be disrespectful. Appreciate the love. I'm not going to be disrespectful. I'm going to take the high road. Kevin Durant is a 2-time NBA champion, a 2 times Finals MVP, a league scoring player, one of the best players that ever played, one of the best offensive machines that ever play. Now, let me tell you why Kevin Durant is an absolute scrub in the playoffs. Let me tell you why Kevin Durant is a horrible leader. Let me tell you why Kevin Durant is a liar. That's Stephen A. Smith for you. He buttered him up and then threw his ass in the frying pan. LeBron says James should fake an injury and retire. LeBron ain't retiring, man. LeBron is not retiring. You can forget. This dude is not going away, man. This dude is like Count Dracula. He's like Dracula, man. He's not retired. LeBron is going to be here forever. LeBron is going to be in the NBA forever, like forever and ever and ever. This dude is like Dracula. But anyway, that's what he said about KD. And Stephen A. Smith still butthurt that KD called him a clown. He went on TV. Listen to what this dude said today. He said, KD said, I never see you in the locker rooms. I never see you in shoot-arounds. I never see you at any of these scrimmages and nothing like that. So where are you getting all these stories? And what does Stephen A. Smith say when he come on TV? Yeah, you never see me there because I'm always on TV, Kevin Durant. I got the #1 show for the last 12 years. So if you're never there,
How the hell do you know all of these things then if you're never there? You just proved KD's point. KD said you're never there, and you said I'm never there because I'm busy doing better things, which prove KD correct. We whoop they ass. The Lakers are garbage. Appreciate the super chat, man. Appreciate the super chat. He said he never there, and he just proved it. He just proved it. I listened to his entire monologue. He ain't say nothing. Absolutely nothing. And Kevin Durant was 100% correct. And I cannot wait for Stephen A. Smith to go on Gil's Arena. I cannot wait for dude to sit across the table from Rashard McCann. And I think it's going to be fireworks. Because I think a lot of these NBA dudes feel like some be capping on a lot of those stories. A lot of those stories. A lot of them. Let me finish off with the Lakers real quick. So as y'all know, the Lakers just lost 115. What did they lose by? They lost 115 to 103. Anthony Davis had another great game, but I'm noticing some bad signs right here if I'm a Lakers fan. The Lakers also lost. No, I think they won the other game. What was the last team that they played? Let me see. What was the last team that they played? There was a team that they played, and there was a lot of controversy in that game because of the free throw disparity. What's the team that the Lakers just beat? I think it was the Raptors. Yes. They ended up beating the Raptors, who didn't have I think Scotty Barnes in that game. And the Lakers had an insane free throw advantage. And they only beat them by 6. Tonight, they had another free throw advantage, and they lost by 12. They lost by 12. And in most of these games, they've had free throw advantages. So I'm beginning to wonder that are the Lakers a really bad team that is being masked or being saved by the fact that they started their season with the first 3 games at home and they've been having this free throw advantage. That instead, if they started the season the way most teams started with playing some home games, some road games, would they have a different record? And I'm beginning to wonder as the season goes on and the schedules get tougher, will they be able to stay afloat? Another thing worth pointing out, at the beginning of the season, when I was posting on the channel that the Lakers looked good with their ball movement, they were hitting threes, guys were crashing the offensive board, and I'm like, offensive glass, I'm like, damn, the Lakers really look like a changed team. One of the questions, I forgot the analyst that pointed it out, that said what he said was, the Lakers seem to have implemented a good strategy, and JJ Redick has them playing inspired basketball with a lot more movement and all of that, but he said, he wonders if that will be able to last throughout the entirety of a regular season. Will they be able to maintain that level of effort for the full season? He also mentioned with the fact that the Lakers now want to have this motion offense where there's constant movement, constant cutting. Will AD and LeBron be willing to move that much throughout a game 82 times this year? And we've already heard LeBron say he wants to play all 82 games. Why LeBron wants to play all 82 games at 40 years old, I don't know. My only guess is he wants to be able to say, I'm the only 40-year-old that played 82 games. That's my only conclusion to why LeBron would want to do that. Again, an individual stat, an individual accomplishment. But to me, some people think that this Lakers team is really, really bad. And they're like, you just wait and see how bad they will be. And there's some people that feel like, no, I think they're in the middle. I'm in the group that I don't think the Lakers are really, really bad. However, I'm noticing that they've struggled to beat 2 bad teams while having more talent in LeBron and AD on the court and having a free throw advantage, and they struggled. After that Toronto game, they were not happy. They were not happy at all. They were complaining. AD was like, yeah, we'll take the win, but we don't want to close out. We don't want to get a win like this. They were not happy at all. And when you have a 33, I forgot what the free throw advantage was in that game. I think it was like 33, some crazy number, like 33-8 or something. Like something like you would pull out of like a Peter Pan Final Fantasy, but like it was just crazy, like 33-8. I was like, nah, that can't be real. I read that stat. I'm like, how do you have 33 free throws? Like you get like how like nah, that's and the other team get 8. I'm like, nah, that can't be possible. So the question is, what will the Lakers look like later in the season if they start playing some good teams? Number one. Number two, if the Lakers start underperforming, will the media hold JJ Redick accountable? I don't think they're going to hold JJ Redick accountable. I don't think they will. I don't think Stephen A. Smith will. I don't think anybody on ESPN will. I don't think none of them will. But when it came to Darvin Ham, any little movement Darvin Ham made, they will hold him accountable for it. So I'm going to be looking for all those dudes that was talking about Darvin Ham is trash. Darvin Ham is trash. For as trash as Darvin Ham was, they still made it to the Western Conference Finals with his trash ass, according to you dudes. And they still, for whatever is worth, won the in-season tournament cup. For whatever it is worth. And they still made the playoffs. You think AD is going to ask for a trade? I think Anthony Davis should leave. I think Anthony Davis should have left the Lakers 2 years ago. Anthony Davis, appreciate the question in the super chat. Anthony Davis is wasting his time with the Lakers. He is wasting his time with the Lakers. He's wasting his time with them. Why am I saying that? Anybody with a pair of eyes can tell you that AD is the Lakers' best player. He's the Lakers' best player. But for whatever reason, the Lakers as a team refuse to actually choose AD. This is the first time since AD has been with the Lakers that I'm seeing a coach say Anthony Davis is going to be the number one option in the 6-7 years he's been there. Look at Shaq and Kobe. At a certain point, the Lakers are favoring Shaq. But when Shaq got a little bit older, they made a decision. That was Dr. Buss. He said, if I got to choose between Shaq and Kobe, I'm going to choose the younger star. I'll go with Kobe. The Lakers have done the total opposite. They've chosen LeBron, who's the older player. If LeBron was younger, then obviously you go with LeBron. But they've chose LeBron over AD. AD is just there. He's just there. You ever been to the park? Or you probably what is it? You ever like gone somewhere with your homies? Y'all like just maybe come from a movie or whatever, go out to eat or something, whatever it is, and then y'all just sitting somewhere talking, and you just got that one dude, like he with y'all, but he just there talking, like he just there. He not really saying too much. He just there with y'all. He may laugh or something. That's AD. AD is just there. He just that dude. He may comment 1 or 2 times in the night, but that's him. That's AD. He's just there for the ride. He's just happy to be there. So would AD ask for a trade? Hell no. AD, have you seen Anthony Davis's house in LA? AD ain't leaving Los Angeles. He's not leaving Los Angeles. You think AD would be like Kobe when he was like, man, I'm going to go to Chicago, cold ass Chicago, to go win if I can win? AD ain't leaving no LA. AD is going to stay there and waste his prime playing with LeBron James. I'm sorry, AD's wasting his prime playing with LeBron. He is. AD could be in a much better situation, but for whatever reason, he decided that he wanted to play with LeBron. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's so many other great young, talented players. Imagine if AD wanted to go to the Cavs. Imagine if AD wanted to go to Boston. Imagine if AD wanted to go to OKC. I'm just giving y'all some examples. Imagine if AD wanted to go play with John Morant. AD want to play with LeBron, who's old. So that's what it is with AD and them, man. I wish AD all the best. I don't think AD going to ask for no damn trade this season. I think AD is going to be there for as long as he can possibly be there. And that's going to be it. I don't know if they played Bronny James tonight. Did they? No, they didn't play him tonight. JJ Redick wasn't feeling it. They ain't playing tonight. So it is what it is, man. Appreciate you guys for being a part of the live. I'm not sure if we're gonna be on. Also, if y'all are interested in politics and economics and all that, we got another channel. I got another channel that I got pinned to the top. Make sure y'all sub to that channel if y'all are interested in that. I got that pinned to the top. Make sure y'all sub to that and watch it if you're cool with it. If you disagree with some of my political views, feel free to express them. If you like them, feel free to express them. I also realize, like, I posted a video on the channel about Donald Trump responding to the Iowa poll, and somebody goes, "I'm absolutely disappointed in you, Charles." I'm like, I didn't even say nothing. I didn't even endorse nobody in the video. I was just reacting to what Trump said. I didn't say nothing. Tomorrow's election day, man. Make sure y'all go out there and vote. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. May the best candidate win. Y'all have a good night. God bless. And we catch y'all tomorrow. Y'all take it easy. And don't forget to sub to that channel. Catch y'all later. Peace.